Hi and welcome to the LGBTQ Review, where every week we review a LGBTQ related film. I'm James and this is Beth, and this week we are reviewing Spidarlings.
It is about a lesbian couple, Eden and Matilda, who live in Essex. Matilda works at a gentleman's club in Soho. They are 2 years behind on their rent. 2 years. It's a musical and their landlord is very angry at them because they're so far behind on their rent. They haven't got any money, and then she steals some money from a guy at the gentleman's club, and they buy all groceries and stuff, and they also buy a spider. The spider goes missing and there's a weird sex dream with the spider that Eden has. Matilda meets this guy called Tix that other people think is really weird, and he is a bit weird. And then he does some murdering, and then the landlord kicks them out, and then they get the police, and the police make them go back in, and the landlord lives in the house with them. And then Eden has spider babies, 128 of them, and Matilda finds out what Tix has been doing and has to chop him up with a chainsaw, and everybody lives happily ever after. Spidarlings was made in 2016. It is an LGBT punk horror musical, like Rocky Horror, but nothing like that.
I didn't know going into this that it was a musical, so when they started singing for 3 minutes I just thought they were really dragging out the runtime.
It was a long runtime, wasn't it? 2 hours.
Yeah, it's very long. It's, considering that it's a low budget film as well, it's just ambitious. For a 2 hour low budget comedy horror punk musical, that's not a critique on its quality.
So the film was written and directed by Salem Kapsaski, the guy that brings the apple juice to switch out from the alcohol, and they tie him up and put makeup on him. That's the director.
He was quite good actually.
He was good, yeah, I agree. His sister stars in the film. She plays Matilda. He made it a musical because it had no budget, and so he knew he had to make all the music himself. And then he was like, if I'm making all the music anyway, let's just make it a musical. And thus the musical was born.
What did you think of the music itself in the musical?
It was okay, wasn't it? I quite liked it on the whole. I didn't enjoy the landlord song. That was very tiresome very quickly. The guy that played Tix, Lee Mark Jones.
You're useless! Cock off!
His songs were really, really good, because you get a punk singer in a punk musical.
Yeah, one
that's
plus
good. That's gonna
two
be good.
plus three, yeah.
And yeah, his songs were really, really good. I really enjoyed those ones.
My favourite song in this film is the first song that the punk singer, he sings into the mirror and he's got the guitar.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was definitely the best one. The worst, or my least favourite anyway, was the landlord one, as you say. Mainly just because it was so jarring to hear him sing so quietly, as the actor is so obviously, yeah, it's just didn't work for me.
I really like the comedy elements. I really like how flippant the characters are. Yeah, how underplayed the comedy is. I think it's really good.
The animation to start with is really, really good.
It is really, really good.
The
I
intro,
agree.
and there's sporadically throughout the film, the intro credits are the main bit of animation, and then there's the sex scene, which is this weird kind of horror spider impregnation thing, and then some of these kind of cards where it's the outside of the bar done with animation and stuff, so that's kind of cool. You don't really see that too often and stuff, so yeah, just really interesting use of animation throughout all of it.
There were some nice visuals. That shot when they're both in 2 separate mirrors, that was quite good.
There's some really interesting experimental filmmaking.
You don't often get a C.Y. Twombly reference in a movie.
There's some sound problem, the opening bit, there's some dubbing that just really is...
yeah, that was really distracting. Just at the beginning, but it was very distracting.
So I didn't know it was going to be a horror film either. So when that murder happens just halfway through the film, I just had no idea what was going on. And then there's just probably about 3 or 4 kind of horror elements, horror scenes, core horror scenes in the film, which they do go out of their way to be quite exaggerated horror. The bit with the glass foot and all that blood and that scratchy noise, and then the chainsaw and stuff. It's like that kind of campy fun.
It was nice in a horror film that it wasn't sexualized at all, even though like the majority of murders are all women, and it's about two women. Also because they're lesbians, and that doesn't usually pan out well in horror or in anything. The two main characters, Eden and Matilda, played by his sister and Sophia Disgrace, who has worked with the director before.
Yes,
Alfred
right.
was played by, he's the guy that Matilda stole his wallet and then they had some money for a bit. He is played by Rusty Jaff, who was played one of the Gringotts, am I saying that? Gringotts goblins in Harry Potter. Basically all the Harry Potter films. He was a droid in Star Wars A New Hope. He was an Oompa Loompa in the good Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's been in a lot of stuff. And then Lloyd Kaufman was the guy that sold them the spider.
You know, spiders create their own world, and the primitive peoples think that they spin the future.
He is a prolific filmmaker, director, writer. He also has played a drunk in every single Rocky movie.
He looked like he was having a blast.
Yeah,
like,
he
just
did.
kind
I
of
know.
burst on,
He was
it's
just
great.
really good at it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we rate it? I will give it 3.5 Amanda Palmer lookalikes. Just the eyebrows.
Yeah, I'll give it 2.8 spider eggs. Thank you for watching. This has been the LGBTQ Review. I have been James and this is Beth. If you think we've missed something out or you want to leave a comment of something important, then please feel free to do below and like and subscribe. Also, we are on Twitter at LGBTQ_review. Follow along, we do interesting stuff on there. Mainly Beth, I won't lie. Thank you for watching, goodbye.